Okay, so the class has started. Welcome to week 1, session 3 of the GIDA Starknet Africa Bootcamp. Today is just going to be a recap, and then we will do a short quiz. So it's just going to be a recap session and then a short quiz. If you can hear me, please react with a thumbs up. All right. Um, um, X class, I think you have raised your hand. Okay, yeah. So in session 1, we learned what Starknet is. We said Starknet is a permissionless layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. This just means that Starknet builds on top of Ethereum as the layer 1. So it benefits from um, security on Ethereum. So we also said that Starknet is a validity rollup. And we said what a validity rollup does is it takes thousands of transactions and then it bundles them. So it rolls them up, hence the word rollup. So it takes those transactions, thousands of transactions, and then it rolls them up into one. And then it passes it to the L1 with a proof that just says, okay, before these thousands of transactions were started, this was the state of the blockchain. And then after this set of transactions, this is the state of the blockchain. And this is does everybody understand that? Please react with a thumbs up if you understand what I just said. Okay. So we said it bundles multiple transactions off chain and then submits a proof back to the L1, the Ethereum L1. Sorry, excuse me. We said it achieves all of this through cryptography, through a technology called ZK stacks, which stands for zero knowledge, scalable, transparent argument of knowledge. So, like I said, validity proofs, they are cryptographic proofs that confirm the validity of a group of transactions. So it just bundles, like I said, thousands of transactions, bundles them, execute them off chain, bundles them into a single proof, and sends it to the L1. In session 2, we session 2 was Cairo, the language of Starknet. So in session 2, basically we said that smart contracts must be declared, after which a class hash is gotten and used to deploy the contracts. So in Starknet, you have to declare your smart contracts first. So when you declare it, you get a class hash, which you then use to deploy the contracts on Starknet. We also said L1 finality on Ethereum takes about 6 minutes, and L1 finality on Starknet takes about 10 hours. We said that blocks are created after every 30 seconds. So a new block is created either after every 30 seconds or after 45 million Cairo steps. So whichever comes first. So if you have 45 million Cairo steps, it bundles it into a block and establishes the new block. If not, after every 30 seconds. And we also said that the transactions are executed in the order in which they arrive. And we went to Cairo syntax, we saw what structs are. We saw that structs are just objects that contain attributes. So for example, if you have a struct like a rectangle, for example, struct like rectangle, it's going to have a width and it's going to have a length, right? So the width and the length, you are also going to establish their type. So if it's a U8, if it's a U16. Another thing to note, I think this is going to be taught in week 2, but I'll just state it now. Basically everything in Cairo is a felt. So if you have U8, U16, let me see if I can get the slides and show you the, okay. Um, yeah. So you can see here that we have a struct called rectangle, and we can see that it has a height of U64 and a width of U64. What U64 means is it's just declaring a type. So U64 is an integer. The size of U64 is, it can contain any number from 0 to 2 raised to power 64 minus 1. That's just what U64 is. So we have U8, U16, U32, U64. Yeah. In week 2, you're also going to be taught about felts. Yeah. And we said that traits contain the functions that can be called on the contract. So when you define your traits, you are defining it with the functions that can be called on the contracts. So for example, when we deploy these contracts on this screen currently, if we deploy this, you'll be able to call this boundary function, and you'll be able to call this area function to get the boundary and the area of the rectangle. We also said that, sorry, please hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we also said that every contract contains storage. So it contains a struct named storage that represents the storage of the contracts. So that is what represents the storage of the contracts, basically. Yeah. Do you guys understand what I've just explained? David, do you understand? Okay, please unmute your mic and
Yes, but you will need to just like come again, maybe like a run through. I'm sure that would make everyone just grasp it very well.
um okay, you know what? Let me try to run through the slides. Um yeah.
So,
Um
this is
Alex
like
Okwo,
the syntax part of it. Okay.
sorry, please hold on. Alex Okwo just asked what language syntax Cairo uses. Cairo is similar to Rust. So and basically most of us here are already programmers, right? But is there anybody that doesn't know how to program? Is there anybody here that doesn't know how to program? Please react with a thumbs up. Okay, so if you already have programming experience, please react with a thumbs up. Okay, so please hold on. Okay, um, the people that have programming experience, do you have TypeScript experience? Do you know what TypeScript is? Okay, so basically, Cairo syntax is very similar to Rust. I don't have so much experience with Rust, but I have experience with Cairo. And once the thing is, once you get the hang of one programming language, the rest are usually easy to learn. Once you learn one programming language, once you get the hang of it, the rest are usually easy to learn. So if you already have if you already know a language, even if you don't, learning Cairo is still going to be, well, that's why we are here. We are here to help you. But it's not really difficult. Um, the the similarities I wanted to place between TypeScript and Rust is just the type checking. So basically, everything has a type. You must declare the type of every variable that you are declaring. Um, it's you will see when we get there. It's actually not that difficult. Um, yeah, even those without programming experience, if you can put in the hard work and the dedication, it's very possible. Yeah. Does anybody else have any other questions? Does anybody else have any other questions?
I'm sorry, sir. So please, can you like just quickly run through how the architecture works again, just one more time? I lost connection. I'm gonna join again.
Um,
Start.
okay. Okay. How do I put it? I don't know if I should go back to the slides. Hold on.
No, you don't. You might not need to go back to slide, but just like what you just said in the past 7 minutes or so, just
Okay.
quickly
You
repeat.
just understand how rollups work, basically, right? Right, David. Okay. So basically, your L1, right? It only processes transactions one by one. That is why when you see that when there are a lot of transactions, the blockchain, the L1, Ethereum becomes slow and the gas fees increase. So you have high gas fees and then it becomes slow because there are a lot of transactions, there are a lot of people trying to run transactions on Ethereum. So what Starknet does to help scale Ethereum is that it's it is basically a roll-up. So it takes thousands of transactions, right? Thousands of Starknet transactions, and it bundles them, it rolls them up. That's how we get the name roll-up. So it rolls them up, it sort of rolls them up into one. And it says, okay, before I started these 1,000 transactions, this was the state of the blockchain, right? And after all those transactions, this is the state of the blockchain. That is what a
Does
validity
it
basically does. So it sends a blob back to the L1. Do you understand?
yes? So it rolls them up into blocks, or are they roll up into becoming blocks?
Transactions into one transaction, into one. Do you
Okay.
understand?
So or more about, yeah, I understand what you mean now. Just it you mean is that there are multiple transactions. It rolls one transaction, something like that. Okay.
It basically just gathers thousands of transactions, rolls them into one, and then sends them to the L1, which is Ethereum, along with a proof that says, okay, this proves that all of these transactions are valid, and it sends them as one transaction. Do you understand?
Yeah. Uh, Next, I want to know how exactly blocks work. What blocks are created every 30 seconds? What does? the concept block means.
Okay, so a blockchain is composed of blocks. So after every 30 seconds on Starknet, right, a new block is created. Either after every 30 seconds or after 45 million Cairo steps. So your transactions take Cairo steps, right? Right? Do you understand that part?
Yeah, I understand that part.
A transaction has a number of steps that it takes to compute, right? So as multiple transactions enter the block, once it reaches the maximum of 45 million Cairo steps, a new block is created. Otherwise, if it's not full and 30 seconds pass, a new block is still created like that. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand that part. So I'm going to bother you a little bit. Just my what is validity? Because I've heard them repeat that term a whole lot. We're around with on Monday, Wednesday. I'm not really sure. I don't really understand this much.
So when we say Starknet is a validity rollup, basically, when we say validity rollups, validity proofs, um, okay, how do I explain it? Basically, there's a lot of math in it, right? Stacks is cryptography, it's a lot of math. So you don't need to, what that does is it eliminates trust. So you don't need to trust um ah, how do I put this? Um so basically, right, your L2 bundles up the transactions, sends them to the L1, and sends a validity proof. That proof says that, okay, all of these transactions are valid. Do you, I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know. Let me, um, let me search for the docs to point you to the docs.
Okay,
But for now, do you
that's
understand?
yeah, I understand to an extent what you're saying. I want to just be sure I know what I am, who I put it. I want to just be sure that I know what I am doing when it comes
Okay,
to understanding the concept of L1 and L2. Is it that L1 is layer one, Ethereum? Let's just imagine
L1
it's
is Ethereum. Yes, when I say L1, I mean Ethereum. And when I say the L2, I mean Starknet.
so. Is it that I want to understand how the relationship works? Is it that Starknet, because Ethereum is a cryptocurrency, it's a coin already on its own, right? So is it that
Ethereum is a blockchain that has Ether as its token. Do you get?
okay? So Ether now,
Yeah.
is it
Maybe I should help.
L1 or L2?
I should kind of like help in a very basic way to see if would have some more David will
Sorry?
have some more understanding. So yeah, so I'm saying that I think I might like explain in a very basic way in the way that he will understand. Maybe he's thinking of it in a high level. So I don't know
Okay,
if
I'm
you
trying to
permit me
explain.
to explain to him a little bit. Okay,
Okay,
so
you can go ahead.
basically the relationship between layer one and layer two, right? Ethereum itself is the layer one blockchain, right? And it processes its transaction on chain, whereby when you want to verify a transaction, when you go to Etherscan, you see lots of transactions there. There are plenty of them. And if you really want to follow up and read, you see that if you want to study each of them, you see that you see transaction hashes, you see blogs, you see all of these stuffs. That's it's verifying on chain. You now you are verifying on chain because you are seeing it. So what Starknet now does is that, when transactions happen, right? I mean, if somebody does a transaction on, or basically, Starknet takes Ethereum transactions out of the network that you see and goes to its own verifier, the node that they were talking about, all of those nodes and all of those things, and how Starknet basically does that is off chain, uses the validity rollup and uses its own architecture and validate, and now brings it back to the layer one, which is the main on chain, right? So Starknet
Um,
joins lots of transactions
I
together
don't
and
think
then
I
makes it a
really
block.
understand. Okay, so basically, let me try to explain this once again. Um, so on Starknet, right, it has its own you can send transactions on Starknet, right? The way you send them on the layer one. So when you send a lot of transactions, when there are a lot of transactions, Starknet takes thousands of the transactions that have already been sent, right? And bundles them into one and creates a proof that all of those transactions are valid. And then it sends all of those thousands of transactions as one onto the L1 along with the proof. Do you understand? So that is how it helps to scale the layer one. David, do you understand that?
Yeah, I think I
Or is
get it
still not?
now. It's fine. I understand it now.
I could point you to the docs if you are still confused. Please hold on. Let me search for it. Basically. By the way, I would like all of us to fill the form I'm about to send. Please just take 10 minutes to fill it. It is a survey. So we are going to be organizing our offline meetups soon. So we need to know um, where everybody stays so we can set up places to meet up, say during the weekends or yeah. So please fill the form now. I could give a 5 minutes break so everybody fills it. Okay, thanks, Prince. I see you feel. Caleb, can I ask you a question?
Okay, thanks. Sorry for my bad English. In my country, we speak French, so uh,
It's fine.
forgive me for, for my bad English. Okay, you said on Starknet, uh, uh, every 30 seconds a block is created. So is
Yes.
not, if a block is not full, the next block will be created in 30 seconds, or uh, how it work?
Even if the block is not full, so it is either 30 seconds or 45 million Cairo steps, whichever comes first. So even if the block is not full after those 30 seconds, the block is still created. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, understand. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. So now we are going to the quiz session. Um, yeah. Can you guys see my screen clearly? Um, yeah. Can you see my screen clearly? Okay, yeah. So number one says what is Starknet? Jacobs, your video is on. Number one says what is Starknet? So who wants to answer that?
Okay,
David.
No, if you want to answer, you can go ahead. Actually, it's fine.
Okay, Ebuka.
Okay, I just know Starknet to be a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, right? So Starknet is layer 2 and it is built on Ethereum. And what Starknet does is that it bundles transaction off chain, and at the end of the day, it returns a validity proof to the layer 1, which is Ethereum. So that's it. Like that's
So,
a summary of what I understand Starknet to be.
yes. I should also know that Starknet is permissionless. So what I mean by permissionless is it is open to the public. Anybody can use Starknet. So it's a permissionless layer 2 scaling solution. It is a blockchain that is built to scale Ethereum. Yeah, correct. Um, Number two, which I've already answered. What blockchain is Starknet built on? So what blockchain does Starknet help to scale? Who wants to answer that? Chioma Christopher, I think you were the first to raise your hand.
Shalom, everyone. So the blockchain is the Ethereum
Yeah.
blockchain. Can you hear me?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, I can hear you. That's correct. Number three, what cryptography technology does Starknet use? Um, okay, I think David has answered a couple questions. Let me throw it at someone that hasn't answered the question yet. Um, Chidi, Chidi, are you there? Okay. What of Moses Sunday? Moses Sunday,
Sorry, come again. I didn't get the question. What cryptography technology does
what
Starknet?
cryptography technology does Starknet use? Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know.
Okay. Does anybody else want to try? Shama Christopher.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm right.
I'm not sure.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I think it's the Stark cryptography because she spoke about
Yes,
Stark,
this is ZK Stack.
yeah, and the Snack
This
too,
is
right?
ZK Stack goes to ZK Snaps. Yes, that's correct. Number four. What is the full meaning of ZK Stack? Someone you can answer the question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Miss Summer. Miss Summer Odoabuchi, you can answer the question.
Sorry, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can
Yes,
you
I
hear
can hear
me?
you. Yes, I can. Please hold on. Please give me 1 minute.
Okay, I think all right.
Yeah. I'm back. Miss Omar, yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Miss Omar, can you hear me? Number 4. What is the full meaning of ZK stacks?
Okay, I think it means zero knowledge stack or something like
Yeah,
that.
but what is the full meaning of the STARK there? We know the ZK is zero knowledge. Okay, let me go to the people who have their arms raised.
I don't think I can
Okay,
remember.
Lamin, do you want to try?
Yeah.
Yes, scalable,
Let me try.
transparent argument of
Let me to
knowledge.
try.
Yes, that's correct. The person that said you wanted to try, you can answer the number 5.
Hmm.
How long does
No idea.
finality take? Finality on Ethereum, as we said in session 2, I think. Okay, Alex, you want to try?
I'm not
Okay,
really
L1
sure of that
finality on
one.
Starknet. How long? Which one do you want to answer?
I don't know if I'm correct, but let me try.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, it said Starknet finality time depends on Ethereum confirmation time because it batches transactions. Because it batches transactions using ZK stack proof and submit to Ethereum, which is layer 1. I don't know.
Okay, so
It
L1 finality on Ethereum.
depends
Okay,
on the Ethereum confirmation time.
basically, question 5 says let's not confuse ourselves. Question 5 says how long does L1 finality on Starknet take? So who knows the answer? I think Lamin has answered once, David has answered once. So Ebuka, Chiko Dinaka. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your surname right. Okay, lowered your hand. Okay, Lamin, you can answer the question.
I was about to
L1
say
finality
something.
on Starknet.
Okay, about 10 hours.
Okay, yeah, that's correct. Question 6. So
I
what are
didn't hear
the
what he said
criteria?
though.
Alex, what did you not hear?
I didn't get what he said. His
No,
answer. His answer.
I said about 10 hours. 10 hours to finality on L1 once it is submitted.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Lamin, yeah. So we move to question 6.
Sorry,
So
before
how many
so,
seconds? Yeah.
I'm sorry. How long does it take L1 finality on Starknet? Because I wasn't it 6 minutes or
That is L1 finality on Ethereum at 6 minutes and L1 finality on Starknet. So for the transaction to be registered, for the Starknet transactions to be registered on Ethereum, takes about 10 hours currently. That's what that means.
okay.
You get, yeah, yeah. For it to achieve finality on Ethereum, takes about 10 hours. Yeah. So what are the criteria for creating a new block on Starknet? David, I think you've answered one too many questions. I want to throw it to someone that's not answered at all. Obi Joseph,
30 seconds.
yes, 30 seconds or what? X class 350.
On Cairo steps.
You said 30 seconds, so that's one of the criteria after every 30 seconds. So what is the second criterion? X class, you're raising your hand, you can answer the question. Okay, Elo vibes, you can answer the question.
I think you said the second criteria is after 34 million Cairo steps or something.
45 million Cairo steps. 45.
55?
45 million Cairo steps. 4,
Okay.
5.
45.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. 45 million Cairo steps. Yeah. Last question, which is like basically sums up what so we have been helping you guys set up your development environment. So you should know the answer to this. What is the package manager for Cairo projects called? So the way you have npm for, say, JavaScript projects, what's the package manager for Cairo projects? Minsumba Caleb.
Yes, it's Scarb.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yes, Prince, that's correct. Yeah, so throughout this week we've been helping you guys um to set up your development environments. So we're setting up installing WSL for those of us using Windows, installing ASDF, and then Scarb. I noticed that some of us, or a lot of us, have actually installed these tools, but a lot of us are also having um, difficulty installing, and I have been on the group trying to help people set up their environments. So yeah, hopefully by next week we should have helped everybody to start up. Hopefully, I don't think setting up should be the blocker, should be what stops you from learning Cairo and contributing on Starknet. So yeah, we're going to help you sort out. And okay, assignments. One of your assignments is Lamin. I have a question.
Sorry, I forgot to drop my hand.
Okay. Hello vibes. Hello vibes. Do you have a question?
No question, sir. I think I understand most of the things.
All right. All right. So yeah, one of the assignments is that. Let me share the screen for that. Please hold on. Okay. So you have to install the Agents and Bravos browser extension. Or you could pick anyone, Agent or Bravos. So install the browser extension. Let me paste the link. Let me paste the links in chats. And Bravos. Yeah. Okay. So you have to install the browser extensions. After which you will create an account with either the agent or the Bravo's browser extension. So when you do that, you have to request tokens from the faucets. Let me also paste the link for that. I think the links will also be sent to the WhatsApp group and the Telegram. Yeah. So you install the browser extension, create an account, switch to Sepolia, which is a which is a test net, basically. Yeah, not the main net. So you can copy your address on Sepolia. So you copy your Sepolia address and paste it in the faucet to request Stark tokens, right? Okay.
Sorry, will we be getting Stark tokens for free or
So
is it
basically, on the test net, that is what the faucet does. It sends you free tokens, but the tokens are test net tokens, so they are not real tokens. You can't use them, like you can't spend them. Like they are not main net tokens. They are test nets. They are for testing purposes, basically. Yeah. Choma Christopher, you have a question.
Yes, please. So last class, right? She spoke something about deploying accounts, right? And I think she opened the blog explorer. Can you just explain more about that? I wanted to deploy my account today because I was unable to answer during the last session because I thought that I missed out on the first class. Maybe they spoke about it. But I watched all the tutorials for the first session, and I did not really see where she spoke about how the blog explorer works. So can you show us how to deploy accounts? I was trying to check YouTube, but I was seeing deploying smart contracts and the rest was quite different. So, and what's the
Okay.
importance of deploying accounts? Like, what happens? I feel like I've used the blog explorer before, but I just had to paste my address. And is it the same to just pasting your address to see stores, or there's something special to deploying accounts? Thanks.
Okay. Basically, so when you create your account, it's basically dormant. You have to deploy it to activate it. So to be able to send tokens to other people and for other things, you have to deploy it. And deploying it takes gas. So it takes gas fees to deploy your account after you've created it, which is why you are to go to your Starknet faucet with the with the link I have provided and paste the address there. So after you go to the faucet and paste the address, we are going to send a number of tokens to you, which you can then use to deploy the accounts. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Right.
but please, can you show me where on the blog explorer? Because when I went there, I saw deployed accounts. There were some transactions that happened today that was probably deploying accounts. So I don't really understand where to do it.
Yeah, she has a point.
I still don't really understand the question.
Okay, I think I can help a little bit because Miss Oluwatosin was saying something about deploying accounts. She said whether we had a Bravos account. I was watching to be one of the persons that she sent 5 tokens for gas fees, and I
Okay.
didn't understand. So is it okay if I share my screen? Then maybe you just direct me on how
Okay,
to
yeah.
deploy
Let's
that.
let's do that. Let's do that. Let me walk you through it. So yeah, okay. You can share your screen now.
Coming almost there.
Okay.
You can see
Can you increase your screen?
my what?
Can you open a new tab and open the extension there? I can't see your screen properly. Okay.
Sorry. Is this fine? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so what I'm listening to you.
Yeah. So click on the menu button. I want to ensure that you switch to Sepolia. Click on the networks. Click on networks. Test networks. So you can see Starknet Sepolia there. Click on it. Yeah, proceed. So okay. So this is basically your testnet accounts. Currently, there's no actual money in it. So click on the button. Yeah. No, click on the address. Click on the copy button beside the address to copy the address. Yeah. And go to the faucets.
What?
Go to the faucets from the link I pasted. So HTTPS Starknet faucets of the app. Yes. So you paste your Starknet address there.
Okay.
Yeah, and solve the captcha. Yeah. So click on request tokens. Okay, click on the view transaction from the notification address. Click on view transaction. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that takes you to StarkScan and it's going to show you a transaction. So some tokens were sent to you, some amount of tokens were sent to you, and that transaction was recorded on Starknet's testnet. So this is just showing you the details of that transaction. So it shows you the transaction hash. Can you scroll up to the top? So it shows you from the top right, you can see that you're on Sepolia testnet. So it shows you the transaction hash. It shows you the status of the transaction. So you can see that the transaction has been accepted on L2. So it's really fast for a transaction to be accepted on the L2. The last step that is yet to be ticked is when it is recorded on the L1, as you can see, accepted on the L1, which is going to take about, how many hours did we say? About 10 hours.
10 hours.
To achieve L1. Yeah. So when it is accepted on L1, it has achieved L1 finality. So about 10 hours. Yeah.
But this is a testnet. Is it possible for my mainnet account to be is it verified or what did she use that again?
I think she used another block explorer.
Yeah, she used Stark.
Yes,
She used the mainnet.
You can use. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So there are majorly two Starknet explorers that I know of, Voyager and StarkScan. Let me send the links to those.
It's fine. But what is this account now verified or activated as it is now? Like if I
In order to
copy,
be able to use it as intended on the mainnet, you have to send some tokens to your mainnet address. This is just your testnet address that you sent the money to. So if you click on that menu button and you switch to mainnet,
yeah, I've switched to mainnet
switch.
already.
Let's switch back.
I've done that
Okay, so you
already.
already have some money on mainnet.
Yes. Then
Yeah. So I think how it works is in order to be able to send money to other people, you have to sort of deploy. Can you hear me?
yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah. So in order to be able to properly use it to send money to other people, send tokens to other people, you have to sort of deploy the contract. So it just takes gas fees. The UI is very intuitive for that. Um, it's been a while since I deployed the new accounts, so I can't really remember how it looks, but it is pretty intuitive. Yeah. So basically, um, you can see from the screen the block number. Can you see? Ibrahim Adewale, you have a question.
Okay, and sorry, I just want to kind of help in a way
Ibrahim
that,
Adewale, do you have it?
in order to check maybe um your account has been deployed or it has not yet been deployed.
I think you have network issues, Ibrahim. I can't
Mm.
hear you. Ibrahim, can you type your question? Okay. Please copy your address, David. Paste your Sepulia address on StackScan. Go to just copy the address and go to remove the query part of the on the search bar. Just let it be sepulia.starkscan.co. Sepulia.starkscan.co. Remove the rest. Yeah. In the search tab, just paste your address. Is this your mainnet or testnet? Or has it even
It's
been deployed?
mainnet.
I know have been deployed. Uh, how do you? I'm more used to agents wallets, so I'm not really sure. Pascal, can you help here?
What I
Hi,
want him
Pascal.
to do. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Hello?
hear you.
Okay. What I
Yes, I
want him
can
to
hear
do,
you. Yeah.
what I want him to do is paste to copy his Sepulia address and paste it on
Yeah.
StackScan or Voyager. But before you paste it on StackScan, you change it to okay, yes, it's changed already to Sepulia. So go to this your Brevo's address. This one you are using now is mainnet.
Mm.
Change it to Sepulia.
Oh, okay.
Copy the
Switch
address.
to Sepulia. Copy the address and paste it in the search bar. That's strange. That's a bit weird.
No, it's not. It's not. Can you hear me?
Is it because he hasn't deployed the accounts?
It has not been deployed yet. That's why it's not on StarScan.
Yeah.
You know, you can fund the account.
Okay.
You can fund the account before deploying it.
Okay. Shoma, you have a question?
Yes, please. It's still about deploying the account. So, okay, you said we need gas fee to be able to deploy our accounts, right? And going through the testnet, then we get free tokens, right, that we can use to deploy our accounts.
Yes.
But when we want to deploy our accounts on mainnet, we
Deploy it on
need
testnet.
actual. Sorry.
Carry on. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, but like when we want to deploy our accounts on mainnet, you say deploy account. So if I create a Bravos wallet right now, I can't use it to do anything. Say I'm not a tech savvy kind of person. I just want to have a wallet. Yeah.
If you create a wallet, okay, finish your question. Carry on your question.
Okay, so like say I'm just someone that wants to just keep coins in my wallet, right? And I receive tokens to my Bravos wallet, right? So I can't do anything with it, or I cannot do anything until I deploy my account. And how will their accounts be deployed? Because okay, maybe we have an idea, we have to go to the Explorer. I still don't know how accounts are deployed, like really. And yeah, I was hoping we could just do that. So yeah. So we have to deploy our account on testnet, we have to deploy our account on mainnet too. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I'm not sure if there is a definite way of deploying accounts. It's been a while since I deployed the last accounts I am using now. But I know that when you try to send money out, so when you try to send a token out, it will prompt you to deploy the account first. Do you understand? So, okay, maybe David, you can try sending some tokens to somebody else. Can somebody else without the Sepolia, can somebody else place their Sepolia account address?
You can actually create second account on her Bravo account, on her Bravo wallet. Just create a second account, then transfer from your first account to the second account.
Yeah, but okay, Lamin already sent an address. So David, you could copy the address, copy Lamin's address, and try to send some Stark to him. Copy the full thing. Copy the full thing.
That's fine.
That's not the full address that you copy.
Yeah, I know, just a 6. Anyhow, though. Okay, so what do I do?
Go back. See, are you on Sepolia?
No.
Confirm that you're on Sepolia.
This is my main net account.
Sepolia. And one more thing, please never review your private keys. Never review your private keys. There's a setting there to view your private key. Please never expose it to others. Or if you have a seed phrase, never expose it to other people. You must keep it secure, and only yourself should know about it. Yeah. So you can click on deposit, David.
Come on.
David, are you on testnet?
On mainnet, trying to switch to okay. I've switched to Sepolia.
Yeah. Okay, click on deposit.
No, it's not gonna be deposit. It should be sent. Deposit is to deposit on his account.
Okay, go back, David. David, click on back button.
On what?
Go back.
I don't sound like go back. Go back to mainnet.
Go back to no. Just exit this menu.
Click on stack.
Yeah. Okay.
Then transfer.
Click on transfer. Enter the amounts. You can just send one for the meantime.
Does usually take this long?
That might be your network.
Really?
I'm not sure. Probably your
It's
network connection.
In the meantime, I'm trying to create Agent's wallet. Do I use this smart account or standard account?
Yes, smart account. Smart account. Okay. You can see that the token transfer is completed. The transaction has been completed. No, don't click on OK yet. Click on View on Explorer. Yeah, so you can see the details of this transaction. You can see the timestamp, the time it was sent, the block number. Excuse me. You can see the block number the transaction is a part of. You can see the transaction hash. You can see the block hash. You can see transferred from your account to his account. One stack, sender address. I'll look at the amount of gas consumed. Look at the actual fee. The nonce is, I think it is the number of transactions that you have completed. So as that's your first transaction, the nonce is 1. Yeah. Now you can check your account now and see the price change in your balance.
How much this? Do this later.
Yeah, you have to set up. Yeah, you can do this later after the class.
I'm
Yeah.
not seeing
So
any.
have you refreshed and seen the difference?
How do I refresh this thing? Like, it's so talk. Just like normal.
You can just refresh the page. Exactly. I haven't seen any changes. Eventually it's going to reflect. Or you can click on the activities bar. I think it should be able to show. You can click on the activities below at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. So you can see accounts. Go back for.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
account has been
So you can
deployed
see
now.
exactly. So you can see account deployed and transfer. Yeah. So Shoma, with this demonstration, do you understand now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I followed the whole process, but was that account that was deployed on testnet, not on mainnet?
Yes. Yes. So you are still going to have to do something similar for mainnet, which is the actual, which is where everything is live. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Shema Christopher. Yeah, you're welcome. Shema Christopher, you can ask a question.
Yes, sorry. So just so I understand, if you want to deploy an account, you have to send a token to someone or it's just to another address. Yeah.
When you want to make your first transfer, your account is going to be deployed too. So your account works normally. You can receive money on your account normally. When you want to make your first transaction, you want to send money out for the first time, it's going to take gas to deploy the accounts and then gas to transfer the money. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. David.
Yeah, I have one more question. I'm really sorry. Uh, I my I'm going to be honest. I've not really used much of tokens, crypto currencies before. If I want to buy actual stock tokens, how
Yeah.
do I do that? And if I want to withdraw and probably trade stock tokens in future, how do I do that? Is it with this account or I transfer from my bank app? So, because it's
I think one way you could do that is with a bridge. So you can bridge tokens. I think there should be a way to buy stack tokens directly, but I haven't bought stack tokens directly before. But there should be a way to do that. But another way is to buy ETH and then use a bridge. I think Stargate is a bridge. Hold on. Yeah. So you can use a bridge like Stargate. Hold on, let me paste the link in the chat. So you can use a bridge like Stargate to bridge your Ether tokens into Starknet tokens. And then if you want to convert your money to fiat, I think you could use Bybit. I think there's some other applications you could use for that. Does that answer your question?
yeah, it's fine.
Okay, welcome. Pascal, I have a question.
I want to no not that it's a question. I want to simplify the buying and selling for David. So
Okay, just some clarification. Just some clarification for the people who do not know Pascal. Pascal is one of our tutors, so he's going to be teaching you guys at some point. So yeah, Pascal, you can carry on.
okay, thank you. Um, to buy it's just like your normal crypto trade to buy and sell. The one I used to do, is I'll find somebody. There are many people that you trust. I might trust Mr. Femi now, and he knows somebody on Bybit that he trusts that he can use his currency. That is maybe any currency your country uses to buy USDT or any stable coin. If you are buying ETH, you know you are going to pay a very high gas fee. So I advise you to buy USDT. Then from that USDT now you can swap. You can just swap it directly from Bybit. You might not need to go to any other gate. Just on that Bybit you swap. Then to give you your ETH, you give you your stack. And the gas fee for USDT now, maybe on yes, for USDT now is very low. So if you are swapping it now, you won't even feel any this thing. But if you are swapping from Stark to USDT on Bybit, it will take a while because I think it needs a lot of confirmations depending on how much Stark you are converting to USDT. This one I'm talking about the other way around. from USDT to Stark is very fast. But from Stark to USDT now, it might take some kind confirmations on Bybit. Although on Agent, it's very swift. I don't know how it works on Agent, but once you convert your Stark to USDT on Agent, sharp, it has gone. But Bybit, it will take a while. So it's just very easy. If you know a trusted seller on Bybit that you want to buy your Stark from, you are free to do so. But if you don't know and you have friends that sell USDT, you can buy USDT first, then convert to Stark. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Pascal. David, does that answer your question?
Yeah, much thanks. Sorry, it actually reminded me about something else. Can you is this thing Bravos is it a centralized exchange? What's the whole concept about centralized exchanges?
It is basically an app that you use to create wallets. The decentralized exchange you can use, I think it's I think Bybit, right? Okay. Kevin has helped us out here. Bravos is a non-custodial wallet. So basically, you use it to create your Starknet accounts. You cannot trade on Bravos. You cannot trade with Bravos. It's basically just a wallet, the way your normal wallet holds money.
Right.
I think you can also, I think you should be able to convert from, yeah, it has swap features. So you should be able to convert from Stark tokens to ETH and ETH to Stark. Martin.
Yeah, I've created the urgent account, by the way.
Okay. That's nice.
Good evening, everyone. This is to Pascal. So, Pascal, are you trying to say that if I'm to buy this Starknet, because I checked it, the current price is 0 point something 2, and let's assume I have my USDT on my Bybit or BitGet, and I bought the token in a BitGet. Are you trying to say that I cannot send it directly to my wallet, that's to my Bravo wallet? So I have to convert it, like I'll send the USD to Bravo, then convert it to Stark in that Bravo wallet. Is that what you are trying to say? Like,
No.
what I'm trying to say, like, is this something that I can buy the Stark on my BitGet, then send it as Stark to my Bravo wallet, or I have to
Yes.
swap it
No,
in Bravo wallet?
no, you don't have to swap it. The one I was talking about was, he said he wants to use his cash to buy Stark. So I just talked about maybe swapping. But if you can buy Stark, you can send it directly to your Bravos wallet or agent, right from your BitGet.
Okay. So to David, sorry, let me just clarify that for you. I prefer it's better you just if you have a BitGet wallet or Bybit wallet, because if I'm to say for you to use a Binance, Nigeria is no longer doing P2P Nigeria Binance, so it's better you use BitGet or Bybit. Then you have to use your card, do P2P, not card. Don't use card. Use P2P. Then do the trading. Then you convert it to USDT in your BitGet. Then you buy it, the stack from there, transfer. I think that's better than for you to use what's it called, your card in your Bravo to do whatever. So it's better you use P2P. That would be better. Thank you.
Please, can I add something? Please,
Sure.
I actually buy. I use Bybit. It's actually easy if you get a Bybit account. Once you go to the dashboard, you will see P2P trading. So the only thing you need to do here is if you have cash, you will, on that dashboard, you see where you just check verified. You will see where they say verified sellers. You see people that are verified. So you just use the filter there and get people that are verified there. Once you get someone that is verified, you choose the amount, choose bank transfer. Then you will see that those people will come up with their prices. You just choose the price you want, select the person, and that's just it. Once you select the person, his details comes up. If you make payment to him, they will freeze both accounts because it is a form of security feature. They will freeze both accounts. Once you send that money to him, you can chat him and tell him, okay, I've sent this money to you, and he will once he sends the token to you, they will unfreeze his account. So that's just the thing. Is easy, and you don't need to worry about trust and all those things because the system is such that it monitors what is happening. His account will be frozen, your own account will be frozen. Once this process is completed, they will release both accounts. I just hope that helps.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess that answers everybody's questions. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay. So we're wrapping up the class now. But for the assignments, one more thing to add. You are to create a thread on what you learned this week and what Starknet is. And at the end of the thread, you are to tag GIDA and to tag Kevin and Sarah also. Yeah. That is assignment 1, and it is due on Sunday, 11:59 p.m. West African time. Assignment 2 is what you've just done. A Twitter thread. If you want to do other platforms, Prince, you have to create a Twitter thread, an X thread. If you want to do other platforms, I guess you could. So yeah, it just helps with learning in public and building in public are really, really integral to growing as a developer. So whatever you're building or whatever you're learning, so this assignment is just helping to inculcate that habit in you. You understand? Yeah. So yeah, that's assignment 1. Assignment 2 is what we've just done in class. So you have set up your wallets, either Agent or Bravos wallets, request testnet tokens, and yeah, try to send to some of your friends, send some testnet tokens to some of your friends and see how it works. Yeah. So with that, we have come to the end of week 1. If you've made it this far, congratulations. 7 more weeks to go, I guess. Yeah, the key is just to be consistent. Just be consistent and don't give up. And please always refer to the docs. Whatever you don't understand, please refer to the docs, the Starknet docs, the Cairo book, whatever form of documentation. And you can always also ask questions on X or Twitter. You can always ask questions and tag people in the ecosystem. Yeah. All right. So we've come to the end of the class. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good rest of your day and rest of your week. Bye.